Hey everybody, welcome to The Originals. My name is Brett, and on today's episode, we're going to be doing a Mandalorian Episode 5 breakdown. If you'd like to see the prior episode we did, where we talked about the 7 worst things about The Mandalorian, you can either click up here, or there'll be a link for it in the description down below. We start this episode off with Mando battling to escape from the village he saved in the prior episode. It's just sad to me that Baby Yoda and Mando couldn't have lived peacefully there for all their days, but then we wouldn't have had a TV show to watch, now would we? In fact, there's always that emotional balance between wanting the characters I love to be happy and wanting them to continue entertaining me. Because let's face it, strife is way more compelling than peace. In the aforementioned battle, Mando's ship sustained significant damage and he was forced to land on a neighboring planet to get some repairs. This turn of events introduces us to the latest overbearing and obnoxious Star Wars character in what is slowly becoming a pantheon. In this case, it's a dishonest, swindling starship repairwoman with a love for small children named Pelly. Later, we find out that the planet Mando was forced to land on is none other than Tatooine, and my inner nerd let out an uncontrollably high-pitched squeal of joy. Is this fan service? You bet, but I love it. Yet another character is introduced into the mix. His name is Toro Calican, played by Jake Cannavale. Now, obviously, we don't know much about this character yet, but the portrayal by Mr. Cannavale is dude bro stiff and artistically uninspired. So let's hope that Disney's choice of a Josh Hartnett-esque potential heartthrob over someone with acting ability is just a temporary choice. Look, I like that they're adding more characters with faces. Nice touch, Disney. But in future episodes, let's focus on adding actors who can portray their characters with their faces, who aren't annoying. My favorite part of Disney owning Star Wars thus far is the further expansion of lore and learning new stuff about characters I've loved my entire life. And I won't spoil it, but we learned some cool stuff about the Sand People that we didn't know before, and I'll admit that I gave yet another fanboy squeal. Now, midway through this episode, and I'm starting to notice a disturbing trend. Listen, I'm all about callbacks and fan service to a reasonable extent, but this episode has been rife with it, and it bodes very poorly. I've expressed my distaste for some of the writing elements, particularly in Chapter 3, but relying on pre-existing material too much is a sign that new ideas are running low. Now, there's a sequence where Mando and Toro are pinned down by a sniper and have to make a break for it at night on their speeders. This part is amazing. The action in the show is on point, as usual. Enter the third new character in this episode, and the best one yet. Her name is Fennec, and she's an extremely highly regarded bounty hunter who has fallen out of the guild's good graces, and she's got strong female lead written all over her. I'm hoping that Mando and Baby Yoda align with her instead of Gina Carano, whom I hope we never see again. Ming-Na Wen portrays Fennec with a convincing grace. In fact, she commands the screen like nobody else has managed to in this entire show. And I really hope they build the rest of the season with her as a supporting character to... Oh wait, sorry, what's that? You're kidding. Unbelievable. Really? No, that's fine. I'll let them know. Yeah, so Disney chose to kill her literally moments after establishing her as the most interesting character in the entire show. Thanks, Kathleen Kennedy. I mean, this character checked all the boxes. Strong female lead, capable in combat, confident in delivering lines, appropriate facial expression for what's happening in the script at the time. I mean, why they chose the poor man's Mark Wahlberg over her, I may never know. Also, what made Toro feel that he could take on the legendary Mandalorian after being too afraid to handle the Fennec bounty alone? Nothing happened between the bar where they met and where he had Fennec at gunpoint that should have convinced him otherwise. Seems like kind of an odd jump in confidence to me, especially when all the character wanted initially was admittance to the guild, and either bounty would have granted him that. But what's a Mandalorian episode without a gigantic plot hole, eh? The episode concludes with Mando picking up his repaired ship and leaving, and also a cliffhanger featuring some dark figure who discovers the corpse of my dead favorite character. Perfect. If you found this video insightful, informative, entertaining, and you would like to see more of my reviews and discussions in the future, there is a button down below that says subscribe, and next to that button there's a bell, and if you click both of them, you'll get notified when my channel posts content. Thanks for sticking around, and I'll talk to you later. Please,